Did you know there are new rules to enter Europe? And here I'm not talking about the famous ETIAS, the European Transport Information Access System. This change caught us off guard, but it was bound to happen eventually. Starting October 6, 2024, a new rule for entering Europe will come into effect. Yes, that's around the corner. Stick around until the end of this video as I will explain everything you need to know about the EES. Bonjour! If you don't know me, I'm Giga, the creator of the blog Expat in France, where we dive deep into the French admin and culture to help you adjust to your life in France. Are you planning to move to France but unsure which sponsor-free visa is right for you? Take the French visa quiz via the link below this video. Choosing the wrong visa is a common reason for visa refusals. So take the quiz to get clarity and take control of your move to France. Today we are talking about the new procedure for entering the Schengen area, which is expected to start on October 6, 2024. Everyone was worried about the ETIAS expecting to come in March 2025, which apparently is the official date now. It will start to be valid if it is not postponed one more time. The ETIAS is that electronic visa for non-EU citizens who are exempt from applying for a tourist visa for stay up to 90 days. They would have to register on the website, paying a €7 fee to get this electronic visa. It's basically what Europeans, among others, have to do to go to the United States. But this is a completely different matter. The Entry-Exit System, EES, is a new automated registration system for non-EU travelers who don't need a visa to enter the EU for stays under 90 days. So this means that travelers entering into Europe will need to scan their passports or other travel documents at a self-service kiosk each time they cross a Schengen external border. This won't apply to legal residents or those with long-stay visas. The system will register your name, biometric data, and the date and place of entry and exit. Facial scans and fingerprint data will be retained for 3 years after each trip. The EES will be implemented at all EU member state borders except for Cyprus and Ireland, and 4 non-Schengen countries: Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway and Switzerland. The EES aims to enhance border security and identify travelers who overstay their permitted time in the Schengen area. As a reminder for people that are visa exempt for short stay, the Schengen rule is 90 days within a period of 180 days. But how will the EES work? When you arrive at immigration in Europe, either a kiosk or an officer will scan your passport, take a photo of your face and collect your fingerprints. Your entry and exit times will be recorded for precisely control the 90-day limit for those who don't need a tourist visa in advance. Then do you need to do this every time you are in transit? Not exactly. You will only go through this process when you pass through immigration. For example, if you arrive from the United States and enter the Schengen area, you won't need to repeat the process for flight within the Schengen area, like Paris to Madrid or Madrid to Rome. However, every time you leave and re-enter the Schengen area, you will need to go through the process again. And what will be the impact exactly? Well, first, longer lines and waiting times, especially at airports with less infrastructure, where this system will complicate things. Not fun, right? Then number 2, impact on your travel plans. According to a UK survey, 38% of people said that the increased difficulty for entering a country might make them change their travel destination. Whether this will impact the tourism sector economically remains to be seen. Then number 3, the data security. People are concerned about their passport photo, facial photo, and fingerprints being stored. Here is what you need to know. They already had some of this control, just not to the extent of the fingerprint. The EES regulation states that the maximum retention period for this data is 3 years. So if you leave the Schengen area and don't return within 3 years, your data will be deleted, and each new entry restarts the 3-year period. Now, what do you need to take into account when planning your trip? First, the connection time. With current flight prices, it is tough to find affordable direct flights. Connections of 3 hours or more are advisable. Also, buy your ticket in one transaction with the same airline or partner airlines like Air France and KLM. This way, if there is an issue at immigration and you miss your connecting flight, the airline is responsible for getting you to destination. Then number 2, impact on irregular immigrants. This system, the EES, will make it much harder for those living irregularly in Europe to move around without being detected. There will be an adjustment period for immigration authorities to understand the resources and speed needed, but we can already foresee some initial chaos here. Just so you know, the EES has been discussed and requested by member countries since 2008, facing multiple delays. The latest delay was due to a request from France to avoid longer procedures during the 2024 Olympics and Paralympics in Paris. Is October 6, 2024 100% guaranteed? No, but my advice is to plan your trip as if the system is already in place. Consider connection times and the patience needed for immigration. Plan accordingly if you will enter and exit Europe multiple times. This is the best thing that we can do now. If you stayed until the end, thank you so much for your attention. Please like, subscribe and share to support my channel. This helps more than you can imagine. Your engagement is the fuel I need to continue producing this content for you. Merci et à bientôt!